I'm a celebrity! Get me out of here! Guess where we're going today? We are off to the Celeb Castle for a little look round. Back on the very first husky camp we ever did, we actually saw this from the campsite and we're like, oh, we'll have to go and have a look around it. And speaking to someone that we were staying with, they were like, oh yeah, it's amazing up there, it looks really cool. And they were like, oh yeah, go and have a look. So we actually went up there. You weren't supposed to be able to get up there, you weren't supposed to look at it, but we trespassed and took some photos and had a good look around. To be honest, it was quite spooky back then because it was all chained off and you couldn't really get anywhere. It was such a shame. So it's really cool to see the people that now bought the castle and they're doing it up, and obviously with the help of the Celeb money, we can now properly try and bring it back to a nice, historical monument, I guess. So you joined us back in 2014. We were visiting Gwrych Castle. We parked up at the entrance there and we walked up this dirt road to see the castle and its grounds. And as you can see from this, it is well overgrown. It's basically gone to rack and ruin at this point. It closed in the late 80s, early 90s to the public, and I think from that point onwards it was vandalised and asset stripped. The marble staircase that was once there is no longer there. There's nothing left of that basically. And there's no roof. It's dangerous at parts. You can see that some of it's falling down. Back in 2014 this is. And it was just a real shame. You could tell that the whole area had some character to it, and you felt like at some point this was a real nice place some 20 years ago or whatever it was. So it was a real shame, but it was really lovely to look around it, even though we probably shouldn't have been there because, like I say, we were trespassing. But yeah, it's really interesting that now it's been taken over by the Preservation Trust, who are hoping to save it and hopefully get it into some sort of state that it can be saved for future generations, even if it's just as a historical monument. But anyway, let's fast forward 8 years to 2022 when we visited while we were at Husky Camp and see what it's like.
Right, welcome to present day, and unlike last time, we are going to drive straight through the archways here and straight up to the castle. And just in case anybody's interested, there is actually a campsite on the left hand side here. We'll have to put the name of that on the screen somewhere. Obligatory shot of the van in front of the castle, obviously. And it just really is a stunning building. I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it from the campsite we were staying at. It just looks so amazing. And it looks a lot more tidy out the front there now they've mowed the lawn. That's the car park there where we parked the van. And through here is the east lawn. That's Aries rolling about on the floor. And Sabre being nosy and looking out to sea. It's really nice to see the work they've put into some of the windows. There's glass in quite a lot of them now, and they've all been painted as well. There's also some stunning views out across Abergele. This window you would have seen in our 2014 footage. It was all rusty and looking really sorry for itself, but they've actually painted it all up and it's looking a lot better now. And one of the first things that the Preservation Trust did when they bought Gwrych Castle was the gardens, and it's mainly been done by volunteers as well, and they've put so much effort into it and they just look absolutely stunning. They really do. They've done a fantastic job, and it's a really nice thing to walk around.
So we're making our way up the castle now. Here you can see one of the archways that's been repaired, and there's another one here that's obviously not quite structurally sound and is under repair, so it's great to see them repairing stuff. Cheeky zoom of the van on the car park, looking all nice in the sunshine. And I have to say, I know this wasn't built as a military installation castle back in the 1800s, but if it had been, you would have got a great view of anybody invading your lands across the landscape. Here you can see reinstated roofs, which has been really good because it's meant they've been able to decor some rooms out how they may have looked in the 80s and 90s. So now we're getting near to the I'm a Celeb area, so I'll hand you over to the channel's I'm a Celeb expert, Lou.
Speaking of loos, here's the I'm a Celeb privy. We're just by the courtyard here and you can see there's some work going on, so we weren't able to actually go in there when we visited. If you're planning a visit to Gwrych Castle, just bear in mind that some of the I'm a Celeb sets were just that, sets, so they're no longer there anymore as they were dismantled when the show ended. However, there are a few props that have remained at the castle, such as the privy and the phone box that Cledwyn called to ask the Castle Coin Challenge question. Alright Cledders, I'll have the sausage rolls please mate, and don't bother phoning Rich to ask him the question because he won't know the answer. So this is one of the sets that's pretty much exactly the same as it was during the show, and this is the clink. This is where some of the less privileged campmates ended up. I thought it'd be the perfect place to leave Rich and the dogs while I went and had a look around the gift shop. In the gift shop it was mainly I'm a Celeb based merchandise, etc, t-shirts, that kind of thing. They did have some cool props in there though. This is a celebrity cyclone star that's been signed. There's also the chair that the camp leader would sit in. And these made me laugh. These are the portraits of Adam Woodyat and Simon Gregson when they were lords. And they also had the chairs that they sat in. If you fancy doing your own trial, you could actually buy packets of edible bugs and also critter lollipops. Rich tried some honey roast crickets. He said they were nothing to write home about, but the dogs loved them.
As a fitting end to our visit to the castle, we even got to see Naughty Boy's friend, Sonny the Robin. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!